Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to an episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's been a while since we've recorded one of these, so we're going to get back to it. Still in part one, but we're almost to part two. Okay. Alright, so we've got the green hair, so we've made it that far. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Fire Emblem games. I've played through it several times. Awakening is good. I'd like to get Awakening on the channel because that game had, even if it loses its spot as my favorite Fire Emblem, it has a special place in my heart. And I'd like to get Sacred Stones on the channel too because that's the one that was my first Fire Emblem experience. Fate's also great, but I see that since it was on the 3DS and had the same engine and everything, I sort of see that as like an extension of Awakening. And then Echoes was good. The dungeon crawling was not so great in Echoes, but the rest of it is fun. It is challenging too at parts. Haven't played Engage. I have Fire Emblem Engage, but I haven't played it. Maybe I'll play it on the channel here if this gets received well. But yeah. I wonder, did I ever go get the thing I had to get? I don't remember the controls. It was not that. Map. We want to go to Jared's place. I don't remember. Sure, we'll go there and move on from there. Gerard, whatever his name was. It's been long enough between episodes, I don't remember anymore. I just remember that we got to get something out of his room if we haven't already. That's the infirmary, so that's definitely not where I'm looking. Is this his room? Captain's quarters. So I guess not. Or maybe I'm past that and my brain just isn't working. I must be stupid. Let me try. Can I go upstairs? I can't go up that stairs. I can go this way to the first floor. That takes me to the cathedral. Maybe I already did the thing I was going to do. Maybe I already did the thing I was going to do. Because I think I had to pick up the ring. To decide who's going to come with, like, who's going to be the one I end up with or whatever. Of course, I think my troops got diminished big time. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. My troops got decimated in whatever our last fight was, it looks like. Say, it looks like I was working on that some already. I guess I was trying to make her like a brawler. All right. Lawrence was sword and I guess brawling.
That was that. Now I see. This was.
I'll say this is clearly like I had
Now
something
I
in
see.
mind for what I was going to turn them all into, and I don't remember because it's been long enough. Sure. Sure and sure. Why not?
I'd like to confirm something.
All right, let's see.
I'm not sure I comprehend.
All right. Someone's birthday, sure.
Come, there is much to do.
Let's get started already.
Riveting conversation there. I was clearly working on her being some sort of axe wielder. Let me see, what are their classes right now? Like their certifications, I mean. So Lysithia is clearly in the warrior category here. Are we trying to get her up here somewhere? I think I was just going to have her be a warrior. Kind of stick with that. What about special? What's this other thing? War cleric. That could be why we were doing the brawl. But still, that's an abyss one. I don't think that's gonna change anything. What's the abyss leveling criteria? Does it say? Okay, red is everything going down. Most stuff would go up. All right. So anyway, she's fine at advanced. Ignorance is intermediate. Intermediate priest. So he can do the healing apparently. So we'll probably want him to be a bishop or warlock, one or the other. Probably bishop at some point. Lawrence is also a healer at the moment. Claude is himself. I've kept him at this the whole time. Lord. He could easily be a sniper here. But, yeah. As you can see, I could be just about anything at this point. Which one am I right now? I decided I was going to be a trickster, apparently. Alright. No, I'm not a trickster right now. I am, Oh, trickster is the class I am. Okay. So I decided to do that. I've been a couple of these before, Pretty sure that star one is one I've like maxed out before. Because I've done a couple different playthroughs. Seteth is the Dragon Rider right now. We'll try to get him to be like a master Dragon Rider, so he needs axe and flying to get to that. Alright. And Flame. What do I have her doing right now? Priest. Yeah, okay. These are what, level 20? Yeah, I think level 20. Oh, there we go. It says at the bottom. I'm an idiot. The Abyss ones are also 20, so they're the same as Advanced. Alright. Looks good to me. So do we have anyone that could learn like teach healing? Sure, that one. I remember I had to turn the music off because we had a copyright issue. If anyone's wondering why there's no background. Not a serious issue, just a, like, demonetized for the music playing.
Listen up, everyone. The Imperial Army is upon us.
Alright.
If you can fight, pick up a weapon. Everyone else, hurry up and evacuate.
Oh, this is the end of it. Like, we're getting ready to fight, Edelguard.
We have the goddess's protection on our side. We have nothing to fear. Victory will be ours.
Except for how small our army is.
Professor, are you ready? Well, hurry up. I don't need to tell you that the situation is dire. We have some support troops from the local nobles, but the army we're facing is immense. No matter how you look at it, we're at a disadvantage. To make matters worse, the enemy is being led by Edelguard. Do not underestimate how extraordinary her abilities are.
She's back already? Talk about impatient.
If we don't stop them, the Academy will be destroyed. Prepare for battle, everyone!
We will stop Edelguard's rampage.
Our opponent is formidable. But if we work together, we will not fail.
I shall fight with all that I have. It is an honor to fight alongside each of you. Professor, Claude, you'll lead the way, won't you? You won't...
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, I'll fight with you.
I wanted to talk to Rhea first, but as expected, that won't be possible. What did she hope to accomplish at the Holy Tomb? What happened to you as a baby? There are still so many things I need to know. The same goes for the real origin of the Crest Stones and the Hero's Relics. As for Seros and Nemesis, just how much of their mythology is true? It's true. But lucky for me, I refuse to die with so much still unknown. Hey, Teach, all joking aside, can we possibly survive this battle? That's all we can do, right? If we gave up, the God of Fate wouldn't be happy. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not the kind of man to just roll over and die in a place like this. I have my own ambitions to see to. There are things, dreams, that I must see come to fruition. And I've been thinking, I want you to see those dreams realized as well. On top of all that, there are still so many secrets out there just waiting to be uncovered. We can't let that stand, can we? So, Teach, no, scratch that. You're so much more. You're my ally and my friend.
See, I like Claude. He is... All three characters are great. Claude, Edelgard, and Dimitri. But Claude's the best character. There's so many people that say Edelgard's the best character. Claude's the best character.
Friend? none of those words can capture what you've come to mean to me. We may not be connected by blood, but I believe our bond goes deeper than that. Now that we know each other, our hearts are connected. Even if our paths diverge and we're forced to say goodbye, I know that we'll meet again. And so, for lack of a better word, I gratefully call you my friend. And I hold fast to the belief that this isn't it for us. No matter who or what you really are, I'll always be on your side. You can't count on much in this world, but you can count on that.
Here we go. Tough fight incoming. I don't think anyone's 20 yet. Yeah. All right. Oh boy. That's actually a good thing to remember, mission assistance, because we might need that if we can't beat this level. I guess that won't be available after this level. You get my point. I might be able to get people from the church army to join me still. But I think the majority of the recruitment is done when they're younger, so... Ugh. To war! Sure. This is gonna look bad. Alright, everyone's in battle. Church soldiers. Shoulders? Soldiers. Zoom out. There we go. There we go. Alright, I want... Ignatz and you to be in the middle here, away from immediate harm. Which I guess means we'll put... There's less people over here, so we'll put you there. We'll put you, I guess, over here. Oh boy, this is going to be a nightmare. Look at this. We're supposed to have four more people. We have you hanging out over here for some reason. Let's actually not do it that way. So yeah, we'll put Flane right here by me. Oh boy. I guess we'll do this and have him retreat to start. Oh, wait a minute. There is like a bow and arrow thing over here. So that could be something. It's a church soldier on the magic thing. There might actually be some thought to that. Let's, we'll try to get her over to the magic area. Alright. I think that's as good as it's going to get, unfortunately. Save, just that we have my setup. Does everybody have some sort of healing concoction? You don't. Why do you not? You're going to be doing a lot of fighting, so you need to heal. Okay. What's this Chalice of Beginnings do? Oh, yeah, heck yeah. You do not need an intermediate seal. Let's get you something else that'll help. Okay. My stuff looks good. Claude is going to need another bow. So it's a 12 versus... Okay, so that works. Oh, okay. Fire and wind. He'll recover. Okay, I think that's as good as we're going to get.
I have a report. The enemy is within the walls. They're about to break the defensive line.
We have two priorities for this battle. Protect the Archbishop and maintain the defensive line. Reinforcements should arrive soon, so just hold your ground until then.
I can do that with a small group. Hold ground.
I stand ready.
Ready anytime.
All right.
Stay focused.
Ready and willing.
Just can't get there. All right, here we go. One of my dogs is having dreams. She's yipping in her dreams.
Let us away.
All right, get you over there.
Leave it to me.
Oh, there's a bow thing right there. I should have moved it. Darn it. Okay.
Guide me well.
All right, take out the bow and arrow guy. That's a big threat to mounted riders. So let's hope he doesn't die immediately. Okay. All right, they missed. We got some good damage on that guy. This one worries me. 8 isn't so bad. I thought it was going to be worse. All right, Sedith kicking butt. We need it, so that works for me. All right, we get to watch the ally phase.
Thank you.
Now's our chance.
All right. right.
Let's think carefully.
Well, the church soldiers are actually pulling their weight. How about that?
Report. The enemy has taken the entrances where the reinforcements were heading.
So long as we can recapture the east and west strongholds, we might be able to call in the reinforcements.
We're going to do that. As well as that, we want to stay away from him. Take out this guy.
Destiny
He's a bigger threat than the knight guy there. All right. Good hit.
I'm not...
Yeah. All right, we're gonna have you just wait there for now.
No hesitation. That is that.
All right, one shot because we got the critical hit.
We must all do our part.
Okay. All right, I see my next target. All right, good job, Seth. All right, all right.
Appreciate it.
This'll get him.
Getting some more help from the church soldiers again. Alrighty. I meant to shoot this guy, but oh well. All right, nice job. I don't think that did anything to help. Are there any other bow and arrow people after that? Just that one, really. Okay, so there's like 2 in the back. If we get rid of these guys, that really helps our cause. These 2 are just going to chill back here until we absolutely need them to move. Oh, he can dismount the dragon. That's interesting. Didn't realize that. Alright, we need Lysithea to survive her encounter with this dragon monster thing. Oh, it didn't go for her. Sweet. Alright.
Fine work.
Hang in there, buddy. There we go. The dragon monster's gone. Alright, alright. I think I can start having Claude advance now. I'm gonna have you go back to do this now. Concoction, there we go. Alright, that guy's been defeated. Oh, that guy already got beat, it looks like. Let's go ahead and turn all these on so I can see what we're working against here. If I know the range to keep them out of, then we could do something like that. Potentially. I'd like to get Claude out here because he could really do some damage from that spot. But we got to clear the way to get him out there.
Sorry about that.
All right. Alright, that soldier's defeated.
As such,
Those two are hanging out back there. I know I need them to battle to level up, but I need them in a specific situation. Like, if we can get rid of all the bow and arrow guys, they can handle the armor guys with magic.
Predictable. I'll press on. Let the lesson begin.
And that guy's gone, freeing up that spot for Claude. Alright. Keep defeating the newly spawned in soldiers. There we go.
That is all.
Already upset the Death Knight in this playthrough. That's part of why my numbers are so small. But, yeah. All right.
As expected. So
There we go. Hanging in there, doing well. Nice shot, Claude. All right, sure. All right, doesn't look like they're going to be storming the castle again anytime
I have
soon.
no choice but to distinguish myself in this fight.
All right, hang in there, Claude. Yeah, 7 damage, nothing to worry about there. Claude dodging what would have been a killing blow. All right, good job, everybody, surviving that onslaught there. I think what we do with these two is we're going to have them guard the edges there for those ever-spawning knights.
Appreciate it.
It's your call. It was a good try.
Okay. Maybe I kill this guy off. I see the problem. They get Randolph out of the way here. May have to turn back time there if Lysithea can't dodge that one guy's attacks. Okay, so she has to be close enough to rescue, darn it. Alright. I mean, technically we can lose Lysithea and keep playing the game. If we lose Claude, we're in trouble. That's why I put Lysithea there. She survives the hit. If we can get no one else, I was going to say no one else to bother her, we can heal her up this next turn. We got lucky to make it through that. I made the right choice getting rid of Randolph.
This might be my limit.
Alrighty. Nice job,
Sorry,
Claude.
the victory is mine.
Alright, Sedith is going to take out this bow and arrow
Lament
group.
your weakness.
He may not be able to use it, but if he's occupying the spot, they can't use it either. Alright, alright. We weren't able to help that church soldier, but Lawrence can help the other one that's in front of him. I did not know they were going to advance. That's not so great for us. Think we might need to hunker back down. Yeah, the church soldiers kind of have the right idea there.
Leave it to me.
Be mindful.
Let's equip that and go concoction.
I have faith.
Alrighty. Yeah, Flame, go get back in the magic support or whatever. Boy, Lawrence is in a bad way here. Alrighty.
Ready and willing.
My luck,
First off, this person goes down easy.
Lady
There we go.
I'm so...
Easy choice there.
Stay focused.
If I could get a critical hit here, I would win. %65 chance. Those are pretty good odds. Almost two 50-50 shots there.
I wish you were someone whose heart could be swayed by my words and deeds. If it were so, I would have done anything to make you my ally.
No hesitation.
Critical hit. It was worth the gamble. I think that ends the fight. Yep. Yep. He did a lot.
Well, but now your fight is over. Send in our reserve troops and give my uncle the signal. What is this?
All right, we somehow won without losing anybody, although Lawrence got really close, as well as Lysithia. That's what all the future battles are going to feel like because of how depleted my troops are. Like, we're just fighting endless waves of bad guys.
Everybody here, young and old, is in your hands. No, I will not allow another Red Canyon tragedy to happen here.
Dragon time.
What is going on?
I'd run too if a dragon was gonna fight me.
What now?
Those things that we were fighting.
Why did you come?
We're falling off a cliff after everything. So yeah.
In Imperial Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelguard von Hresvelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garreg Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. But amidst the chaos of battle, she vanished, and her whereabouts remain unknown. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Fodlan has begun.
How about that? You can tell I've put a lot of time in this game by the hours on that save file. I do like that they do like New Game Plus where you can just play again though.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Ethereal Moon. Reunion at Dawn. It is Imperial Year 1185. Nearly 5 years have passed since the fall of the monastery at Garreg Mach, and war continues to plague the lands of Fodlan. Ferdiad has been captured. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in shambles. The Leicester Alliance is on the verge of collapse, fractured by two opposing factions, those who support the Adrestian Empire and its ruler, and those who seek her demise. Meanwhile, under Emperor Edelguard's rule of law, the Adrestian Empire continues to expand its reach. The path to a new Fodlan, unified by imperial strength, may yet be in sight.
You. How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. And even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I. Or rather, you. Excuse me? Are you saying you have forgotten who I am? How dare you? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Hey, are you awake? We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river. Garrick Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
What do you mean?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Saros isn't there anymore. Though, there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Anyway, I've heard some thieves have been spotted around those parts these days.
5 years?
Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that? Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going? Are you crazy? I told you. They say thieves are running amok up there. And there's plenty of other dangers, too. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery. You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead. Unbelievable.
Do. Claude.
Huh? You overslept, Teach. Pretty rude to keep a fella waiting like that, wouldn't you say? What's with that surprised look, my friend? You didn't really think I'd given up on you coming back, did you? Can you feel it? A new dawn is finally here. Not just for us, though. No. For all of Fodlan. It's been 5 long years. Where have you been, Teach? You don't really expect me to believe that you've been napping this whole time, do you? It's a good one. Except that's not your lying face. I guess I've got no choice but to believe you. You're not exactly normal to begin with, so it's not a huge stretch to imagine you sleeping for that long. And this is where you say, just kidding, right? If this is a rib, now's the time to fess up. You must be insane, and yet... fine. I believe you, okay? But that means you don't know anything that happened after your last battle, right? I guess it's on me to catch you up. As you can see, Garrick Mach was crushed by the Empire and was never restored.
I remember now. I made it so that everyone's wearing like a team uniform.
The monastery is in ruins, and the town is in pretty bad shape, too. Can you guess why? It would seem that's one possible explanation, since you insist that's what you've been up to. All we know for sure is that Rhea suddenly vanished during that battle 5 years ago. The Knights of Seros have apparently been searching all over Fodlan for her. But the fact that this place is in ruins tells me they still haven't found her.
Gotta find her.
I've got a mountain of questions I'd like to ask her after all. But I'm not so sure whether it would be good for her to return as the Archbishop. Rather, with her gone... never mind. This could be a dangerous conversation. Before we discuss the state of affairs in each territory, are you hungry? You must be. It's not much, but I did bring some food with me. Let's eat up and go from there.
Alrighty.
Whew, I am stuffed. Even the most humble of meals taste great with the right company. By the way, Teach, do you remember the night before the ball? I know it was 5 years ago, but we promised that the Golden Deer House would reunite during the Millennium Festival. Today's the day we promised to meet up, but no one's here.
It's still early. They must
True.
not like us. That's funny.
There's still some daylight left. Let's wait just a little longer. You never know. Maybe someone will show up after all. Hey, Teach. Just waiting around sounds boring, so why don't we get in some exercise? You know, help with digestion and stuff. You must be in bad shape if you've been sleeping for 5 years. It'll do you good to get your body moving again. Something like that. Look, if you come with me, you'll understand. Oh, and don't forget your weapons, okay? I want to make sure neither your leadership nor your skill with a blade have dulled.
In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Imperial loyalist Cornelia has subdued all the regions of the former royal house of Bladed.
Now, see, if we were
Prince
the Blue
Dimitri
Lions,
has been sentenced. Now, the backbone of the former kingdom, houses
Blue
Gautier
Wolves, whatever
and
they are,
Faldarius
they're
struggle
the
to
final
continue
villain,
the resistance.
the final boss. While against
Cornelia,
Dimitri, I mean.
operating out of the royal palace, has accepted the support of the Empire to build an army and plots to wipe out all remaining kingdom forces.
We don't really mess with her in the other three storylines.
In the Leicester Alliance,
There's 4 storylines.
House
There's the
Regan
church,
leads
the
an
red, the blue, and the
anti-imperial
yellow.
faction, while
We
House
will be doing with
Gloucester
this.
directs the Empire's supporters. Despite the undeniable threat of fracture, the Alliance's adept new leader, Claude, deftly maintains the outward appearance of a unified front. In Enbar, the imperial capital of the Adrestian Empire, Emperor Edelguard fights to strengthen her regime. She has extended her reach to the kingdom by inciting a coup and continues to draw its former lords under her influence in pursuit of controlling all of Western Fodlan. In the meantime, the Knights of Seros have been dispatched to find Archbishop Rhea, who remains missing despite their
Knights of
searching.
Seros is the
Left
4th path.
unattended, the monastery at Garreg Mach has fallen to ruin and become a haven for thieves.
Although the endings for Knights of Seroth and the red team are very similar. Like, they have a very similar style final boss setup. Blue team, final boss, like I said, is the pink-haired cousin or whoever that is. I think that's a cousin of Dimitri. And for the yellow team, which is the path we're on, we get a different final boss than any of those. We still got to fight the red team, but our final boss is not them.
The thieves are here. Apparently they're trying to run off with treasures from the monastery.
What the? Intruders! Protect the goods!
This is gonna get expensive. Collect everything the thieves carried out.
What's my strategy?
At the ready.
I'm gonna have to change his class later.
I fought and won.
It's kind of a waste for him to ride a mount at this moment.
Another victory.
Especially if he can't use his bow and arrow.
So close. Too easy. So close. Too easy.
Allow me to demonstrate. It won't be in vain.
Alright, that guy's gone. And oh, we missed. Oh, that guy's gone now.
Self-killed. More.
Really hope that's my headphones and not the recording. Alright, I think my computer and Elgato are having some hiccups.
On my honor as a noble, I will expel these ruffians.
Alright. That was interesting, but we're back in it now.
Today was supposed
The
to
ones
be a
that
happy
survived
day,
are here.
but the monastery is in such disrepair.
You finally made it. I suppose virtue still exists in this crazy world after all.
It's desynced. Hang on a sec, everybody. There we go.
Steady now.
Shall we?
Alrighty.
Sorry, but I must.
Nice job, Claude.
So close.
These guys are a bit outclassed by Claude.
Too easy. So close. Too easy. You're so close.
Alright, well, on the bright side, it looks like they upped my other characters to 20, the ones that weren't at 20 yet, so that's good. There
I
we go.
must lead them well.
Yeah, I know it's a long video, but all the fights are going to be fairly long at this point, so...
I can do this. No mercy.
Nice job. Nice job.
Decent form.
Way to go, Ignatz. Now we got Lawrence right here. Get rid of the bow and arrow guy because he's the biggest threat
I fought
to Claude, and we'll handle the others. They come over here.
The weak.
Alrighty.
People are waiting on me.
Claude's getting a lot of stuff for us.
Piece of cake. Sorry, but I must. Too easy. Hold a grudge if you must.
Yep, everyone keep charging Claude while he's in that spot. That works for me. You know, I was gonna say I could get a key out of the convoy if I need to. No damage. I mean, we were already planning on sitting here, so.
Wow,
I see the.
It's you. Here, I thought you were dead all this time.
Hey, you're late. Hurry up and help.
And then we probably won't have Sedith or yeah, we probably won't have Sedith or Flane for this fight because they're with the church right now. This could be interesting. It's not the best situation for him to be in over there.
Another victory.
I must.
Let's make this quick.
Hang in there, everybody.
Thought you could best
Nice retaliation, Lawrence.
Me.
Oh, there goes Ignorance.
Wish I.
Probably gonna lose Lawrence too, because that's a strong fighter. There we go. Good job, Lysithia.
Let's shake things up.
We could split into two groups. If we hit them from the...
Yeah, that's what. Right. Watch the guy with the dragon. That's got the dragon.
Carefully. No time to slow down.
Right. Let's go, Lawrence. If you can pull this fight off, that's great. Hold on a little longer and I'll be there to help. Wasn't there like an antitoxin I just got from somebody? There we go. I mean, keep Lysithea alive long enough, I can give that to her and give her a chance
Let's
too.
do this right.
Alright, they missed. That helps Lawrence.
And that.
Alright, Claude levels up. Ignis was probably the weakest that we had, so like, if we were going to lose someone on this level, that was the one to lose.
Piece of cake.
Alright. I think Lawrence is going to win that fight, but it's going to take a while. Alright, get that bow and arrow guy out of the way here. Put us in the bush to give us some chance of dodging attacks. Alright, that one had a chance to escape from before and came back and, yeah. Some dumb bad guy. I should have kept it. He would have been able to cover more ground than my character. Oh well.
Piece of cake.
And that is why I'm trying to get rid of the bow and arrow guys. That would have hurt a lot.
Too easy.
That one not so much. No. Oh, thank goodness she dodged it. Thank goodness for the bush.
I can't die yet.
Only a 59% chance. That one's a 79. I was gonna say, I need her to beat him for her best chance of survival. Okay. Alright, that guy's not a threat now. It's one of those bow and arrow guys. It's gonna hurt a lot. And do this. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I was gonna say, let that distress thing be out of the way. There we go, Lawrence. Pulling off the upset there. You mean upset.
It's over. Another victory. Not.
Alright.
So close.
Alright, we lucked out there.
Gotta use your head sometimes.
Dang it. Okay, I'm stuck in this spot now thanks to that.
It won't.
Alright, that guy's gone. You just focus on healing. Alright, that bow and arrow person is out of the way. That archer. Alright. Go Claude, keep it up. Leveling up again. The one good thing is because the few I have alive are, it's so few in number, if they survive, they're going to be very high level just because they're the only ones I have that can fight.
Watch and learn.
Alright, alright.
I fought and won.
Alright, that enemy was defeated. Alright, Lawrence finally defeated that wall.
Let's make this quick.
And she's fully healed.
Too easy.
Looks like she's not poisoned anymore. That's big.
I will not die yet.
Alright, there we go. I actually did the door by accident, but it worked out. So that the rest of them can get up and through this area. We got any more bad guys left? Nope. Well, okay, we got a couple down here. Right.
The instant we arrive, we're neck deep in battle. We should have arrived late.
Haha. Alrighty.
Piece of cake.
Well, if I knew they were going to miss, I would have waited. Before using the concoction.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Alrighty. It's like it'd be impossible for this guy to ignore me. Alright.
Got yourself.
That guy's beat. Alright. Alright, she's beat up bad, but she's alive. And Lawrence gets a knockout.
I can't die yet.
Convoy. Since I'm making mistakes left and right.
No, I'm not the one you want. I guess I've got no choice.
Hold a grudge if you must.
Alright, Claude knocks out the leader and is at level 30.
Just like that.
It isn't looking good for us. Should we retreat?
So, he revealed his true identity. Catch him and recover the treasure.
Alright.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, that bandit's down. Alright, try to cut him off here. Alrighty. Missed that guy. Okay, they're not going that way. And they're not heading out this way. Alright, alright. We also still have Claude. From a bush. No hits for sure, because they never show you the critical hit scene if it's a miss.
This had better work.
Alright. Lysithia with the final blow.
I'm not there yet.
I thought it would be easy money. Maybe it wasn't meant to be.
We took care of that. Are you sufficiently warmed up, Teach?
Huh. Though we lost Ignorance during that. Maybe I will leave Claude on the dragon. I'm not sure. Then again, if I leave him on the dragon, he's more susceptible to, he's got more movement on the dragon, but he's more susceptible to attacks. If he could dismount, like with Sedith, that'd be different.
Exhausted. What gives, Professor? I was so excited to see everyone again, and then this happens. If you've got the spare time to play with those guys, the least you could do is prepare some tea.
Blame Claude.
Come on, those guys were thieves. We couldn't just let them get away. It seems they've been taking advantage of the church's absence and doing whatever they please here.
So, you were alive this whole time, Professor. I am not surprised. In fact, that is why I came here.
I'm just glad everyone's alive and well. On that note, let's move this reunion party somewhere else. Now that we've dealt with those violent bandits, we could potentially use this place as our base of operations again.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I'm talking about the Leicester Alliance taking over Garreg Mach Monastery. After all, it's right in the middle of Fodlan. It's a critical strategic location.
Are you suggesting that we fight back against the Empire?
Well, yeah.
Aren't you getting a bit ahead of yourself? The Alliance is in complete discord at present.
And, as leader of the Imperial faction of the Alliance, isn't Count Gloucester, your father, the main cause of that discord?
Yes, that is true. It was inevitable. Our house's territory is close to Imperial land, after all. Had we not consented to vassalage under the Empire, they would have invaded immediately.
Naturally. And to be clear, I have no problem with your house maintaining its Imperial ties until we're sufficiently prepared to revolt. The Empire is the cause of the infighting. If we rid ourselves of them, the situation should resolve itself. That's why I'm thinking we should make this our base, raise up an army, and stir up some trouble for the Empire.
So then, Mr. Leaderman, does this mean you intend to rope us into your little scheme?
My grandfather passed away. That means yours truly is officially the leader of the Alliance.
If we had a more reliable leader, perhaps the Alliance would not have been divided.
Think what you will. All I need to know is if you're in or you're out.
I will join as well. After all, House Ordelia was once dragged into an Imperial revolt. It ruined us.
Of course. I understand your motivation.
What about you, Lawrence? Are you going to go back home to your scary father, or what?
We cannot rely on Claude's scheming to lead us to victory. Therefore, I will remain. It is my duty to ensure Claude does not worsen the situation in the Alliance.
All of us are fighting for a different reason, but we share a common enemy. If we don't act, the Empire will crush us eventually. I say we stop them before they have the chance. So, Teach, will you help as well? Please do.
I'll give it some thought.
I'm counting on you. Even if your ultimate goal is to find Rhea, it would be better to stick with us as you search. With you on our side, the Church will join us as well. That makes fighting the Empire a moral cause, which means it'll be easier to rally support. Above all, your knowledge and strength are indispensable if we hope to stand a chance against the Imperial army. Without you, my schemes are nothing. They're just words. Please, take all of that into consideration as you decide.
You're really laying it all on the table, aren't you, Claude? Well, all that aside, this place is a mess. We can't very well make our base in a ruin. And repairing it sounds like a lot of work. I wonder if anyone would be willing to help us out with that.
Oh, I'm happy to be playing this game again.
You were alive all this time?
Sedith and
Professor,
Flame.
it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
Why are you here?
It has been 5 years since Lady Rhea disappeared. We have devoted all of our energies to finding her. However, without being able to set foot in Empire territory, we are at a standstill. We had hoped that perhaps the Archbishop would return here on this day. That of the long-awaited Millennium Festival.
Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case, though I don't suppose you had very high hopes in that regard. Even if she were able to return here, with the monastery in ruins, I don't think she would have felt safe enough to do so. Right, Hilda?
Yeah, this is an important location for the church. To think you've left it in such a state.
It's a danger to the locals too. That's the.
I agree. Maybe we left it alone for too long. We must do something about this.
We will require the aid of skilled craftsmen, too. I shall seek out any such individuals who are willing to return to Garrick Mach.
Fantastic! I'll figure out how to split up the work, and then we can get started.
There we go. We're in the future. The back half of the game. Our army's even smaller now after losing Ignance. So we're going to have to see if I can manage to...
Verdant Wind. Guardian Moon. The Alliance leader's ambitions.
We're going to have to see if I can recruit more members. Because we are in trouble if this is all we got.
Claiming the monastery at Garrick Mach as its home base, the Alliance army joins forces with the Knights of Seros. Together, they begin to take up arms against the Adrestian Empire.
I do like that they let you control this little guy while it's at the loading screens. That was a good idea if it's going to take a little bit to load. As I say, I gotta check out their classes because some of them are stuff I don't want them to be.
Good work, Hilda. You didn't do much manual labor, but you managed to rope the knights into helping us restore the monastery.
Thanks, Claude. But all I did was piggyback on your scheme. I saw your eyes telling me to make some magic happen.
We appreciate your assistance with the restoration of the monastery.
Oh, please, it was nothing. We're just doing our part as former students.
I'm told you even routed the bandits. I'm sorry. That should have been our job.
Hey, don't think twice about it. We're all allies in the resistance against the Empire, right?
The Church is at war with the Empire, but the Alliance is a different matter. Wouldn't it be better to avoid getting involved?
The way I see it, the Emperor wants to take over all of Fodlan and destroy the existing order of the world. I can't see her allowing the Alliance to continue to exist. We're in this just as deeply as you are. Actually, we were hoping to use this place as a base. The Empire begs to be meddled with, and we're first in line.
Why would you make your base here?
Garrick Mach is situated in the center of Fodlan, both geographically and spiritually. We want to secure this location while the Empire is still overlooking it. But if we simply decide that it's ours to occupy, that does nothing to inspire the hearts and minds of the people of Fodlan. Luckily, good old Teach has finally returned to us. If the Professor Rhea entrusted with the Sword of the Creator fights at our side, well now, that's a just cause anyone could get behind. What's more, here we are, working alongside the legendary Knights of Seros. It smacks of divine providence, doesn't it? Can you feel it?
I have heard what you have to say, Claude. And you, Professor? Where do you stand? On our own, we lack sufficient military strength. But with the help of the Alliance, the Archbishop said if anything should happen to her, that we should entrust the affairs of the Church to you. If you intend to fight alongside the Alliance, then I will follow you as well. Is that acceptable, Claude?
Of course. I can't think of anything more reassuring than having both Teach and the Knights on our side. Together, we'll stop the Emperor and her reckless ambitions.
Now that you have the secret roster, hints will be displayed for lost items. If you speak to a character, you can check the secret roster. What? Alright, first things first. Get everyone to be what I want them to be. Alright. So Flame will be stronger now. Which one was it we had out of these already? Mage. Oh, I was trying to make her black magics. That's my bad. Oh well. How close were we on that? 25%. So we could try that again later. Maybe if we get a reason up higher. We'll leave him where he's at. She's good where she's at. Lawrence. Now, he makes sense as a bishop because we want to get him upgraded.
Was there any doubt?
Alright. Claude could be like a bunch of different things. Wyvern Master. Is that in the Master class? That's Wyvern Lord. So that must be a class that's like just his, maybe? Well, let's see the difference here. Wyvern Master can move again after taking actions. I was working on him, what, as just a lord? I don't usually keep him on the dragon. I think I'm going to keep him on the dragon just because we've got so few army members. Like, we've literally got a 6-man army. So between him and Seth, we're going to need to be able to cover ground. So I think that I'm actually going to leave him as what he is right now. Well, we need to make him a lord. Oh gosh, lance, axe, and flying. He's not really good at any of that stuff. And my own character, we decide was a trickster this time, will remain a trickster. Skip. Oh, okay. Sure, seminar. I'll just teach him sword fighting. Look how empty the classroom is now. Instruct manually, because we have a very, very small army. Everyone needs to be able to do very specific things. Making Claude a good swordsman here.
Good few.
Lawrence will continue with reason here. I mean faith. Lysithia. Setif. Yeah, we should really get his sword game up.
That would...
In case, like, a lance breaks during a battle or something.
That's not... natural.
Professor,
all right.
May I ask? I see.
Sure, why not? Alright, we'll save when we get to my next list of actions here. This game's fun. I'm glad I got back into it.
We'll manage.
Look at our excellent results.
All right, we're going to call that. We're going to call that an episode, everybody. We'll look at support conversations next time. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, all that YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you next time with another episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.